What's going on, Scorpios? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. If you're new here, welcome. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you really like it, stick around longer. Subscribe. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Scorpios? What's going on for Scorpios, universe? It's in my coffee. So the first thing, Scorpios, I feel like there's someone that's been thinking a lot about you, and I feel like this is someone from the past. I mean, I feel like they're feeling a bit nostalgia. With the Six of Cups, I feel like they've been really thinking about you a lot lately. Now, I mean, I feel like if there's a lot of I feel like in the past they spent a lot of time in their head. Looking at the negatives instead of the positives. We have the Hermit, and we also have the Five of Cups. I feel like this person really spent way too much time overthinking, and just looking too deeply into things. And just really not seeing what was right in front of them. We have the Four of Cups. Almost the sense of this person in the past, like I said, they didn't see what was right in front of them with the Two of Swords. It just, I mean, they weren't looking at it. They were looking at the negatives instead of the positives. Like I said, with the Five of Cups, they weren't looking at it for what it was. Almost like they talked themselves out of this. I mean, I feel like that's the worst mistake they ever made. Like I said, with the Five of Swords, I mean, I feel like this person regrets some of the decisions they made, and namely, I feel like not really telling you how they really felt about you. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be an ex. It can be someone that didn't take the chance when they had it, for some of you. But like I said, I feel like this person's been thinking a lot about you. I feel like they think about you all the time, but I feel like lately they've been thinking about you even more. I don't feel like they ever truly walked away from this, even though I do feel like this person at one point went cold, and they kept their feelings to themselves. It's almost like they gave themselves every excuse not to give into this. They looked for excuses. They manufactured excuses. And like I said, it just leaves them with regret. Moving forward, though, like I said, I feel like they've been thinking a lot. All they can think about is you lately. And I feel like this person's made a lot of big changes. And one of the things that hasn't changed, I mean, we have the Six of Swords, so I feel like forward movement, I feel like this person letting go of a lot of things they didn't do. and did do. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like they're evolving. This person is evolving, and one regret that always keeps sticking in their side is the fact that they didn't tell you how they felt, and I feel like they need to change that. I feel like they want to change that, and it's just something they have to do. You know, I see them opening communication, and when they open up communication, I feel like this person is going to be very open with you. With the Eight of Swords, that communication coming in, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, or Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords in reverse. I just feel like they're finally ready to let the walls down, and I feel like they're coming in, and I feel like they're going to be very honest. You know, because they know they screwed up, and the only way to make that right is to earn back your trust, or to earn it for the first time for some of you. But like I said, they're starting off in the right direction. I feel like they're, you know, they are being honest. I feel like they know what they want now. I don't feel like they really knew what they wanted in life in general before, so it was kind of hard to make any real decisions. There's a little bit of immaturity in this person, but I do see them finally showing up because now they know what they want. You know, I feel like this person, whether they're showing up in your DMs or, you know, just kind of feeling it out, feeling you out. I mean, just kind of seeing where it's at. But I do see this person wanting to reconcile with you, and in any way they can get it. You know, they want back in, and I feel like even if it starts off in a friendship, you know, they want to reconcile with that rebirth, that Ace of Wands and the Three of Cups. I get the sense that this person knows they might have to start from scratch. But that bond that you have with this person, I feel like it was strong. And I don't feel like they ever really, like I said, I don't feel like they ever really walked away from this. You know, I feel like this is a connection that they had to grow into rather than the connection grow into them. Or, no, I said that wrong. I feel like this is a connection that they had to learn to grow into, not grow out of. You know, and sometimes we have really strong connections with people, and the hardest part sometimes is just accepting that for what it is. You know, I feel like this really strong romantic connection between the two of you, and I feel like this person finally ready to take that leap of faith, finally ready to give to this what it deserves. I don't feel like you're going to be all that surprised though, Scorpio. I don't feel like it at all, because I mean, I kind of feel like you've been waiting for this moment. Like you knew it'd be back again. They'd be back again. Like you knew. Like you knew that wasn't the end. It's like that old saying, if you let it go and if it comes back, it's yours. You know, or if you love something, let it go, and if it comes back, it's yours. I mean, this person's yours. That's what I see. I mean, quite spontaneously coming back into your life. Like I said, coming into your DMs, or, you know, that odd text that you get from them, how you been, that type of energy. That's where it starts, but trust me when I say this, that's not where this person intends this to go. I mean, this person wants to move forward. You know, with that Chariot, that Cancer energy. We also have some Sagittarius energy here as well. Some spontaneous energy. It's going to feel spontaneous, but trust me, this person's been planning this for a while. With the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like this isn't spontaneous at all. I feel like they've been planning it. You know, and I do feel like there's better energy with this person. I feel like there is a more balanced energy with this person. Like in the past, I feel like this person may have been even kind of flaky. I feel like they always knew what they wanted. I just don't feel like they were ready to have it. But like I said, I feel like there's been some nostalgic energy. Like this person's been really, I feel like they do think about you quite a bit from time to time, but lately it's been all, you just kind of consume their thoughts. I mean, you had an incredible connection with this person in one way, shape, or form. Like I said, for some of you, this may be an ex that finally got their shit together. For others, this could be someone that there was definitely something there, but it never really panned out. It never came to fruition before. I don't think it would have worked if it worked. You know, I don't. What I'm seeing is I don't think it would have worked before with the energy I'm getting from them before. Like I don't think. I just don't think they were ready. Like sometimes the biggest thing to stopping us from getting what we want is ourselves. Sometimes it can be right there in front of you, and this we're going back to the Two of Swords. You know, that's what I think about when I think of the Two of Swords. I think about something being right in front of you, just not seeing it. I mean, we have this, you know, this woman, and she has a blindfold on, shooting a bow and arrow, which doesn't sound safe. But like I said, what I do enjoy about this person is the fact that they are coming back with open up communication. They are coming back with their walls down, with their heart in hand. You know, we look at that again, and I mean, we have the Queen of Swords as well. I mean, I feel like all they can do now is be honest. You know, I don't feel like they were ever truly honest before, and I just feel like they're taking their shot. And I mean, I absolutely love their energy with the showing up, putting in the work, and knowing that they have to earn your trust. You know, that's what I see with the Knight of Pentacles in this read. Is I just feel like someone that has to earn your trust back. They know that. They're not coming back just expecting to pick up where they left off. You know, they know, you know, like I said, with that friendship, if that's where they have to start, that's where they have to start. They'll take you any way they can get you. Because I feel like they're confident in themselves now, and a lot of things before just kind of felt messy. You know, it just felt messy. And I really do feel like I said, with that temperance, this person's finally getting their shit together, and you're the one that they think about. But again, for some of you, I don't feel like this is going to be that big of a surprise. It's almost like you knew it was coming. Like you knew they'd be back. Like, guess who's back? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you'll be back. For some of you, you might even have said that. Whether it's to them or to yourself, they'll be back or you'll be back. I feel that energy. Like, very confidently. Sometimes people don't know how good they have it until they don't. With this, I mean, we have Sagittarius and Aries, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. A lot of Earth. We have Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. We got a lot going on. You know, then we have Aquarius and Gemini. You know, some people, and it's not, I don't feel like with this person, I'm not getting the energy like the grass is greener on the other side. I don't feel like it's that type of energy. I feel like it's more like this person was a hot mess and just, you know, like sometimes you get that feeling it's like they tried something else, or they met someone else, or they went somewhere else, and they thought they could get what they wanted. I don't feel like that with this person. I just feel like this energy of this, like, this person is just, they were confused. They didn't know what was right in front of them. You know, I feel like it's more of they didn't know how good they had it. You know, like I said, a lot of times we have opportunities in front of us, and sometimes it's our own fear that stops us from getting it. Sometimes we get in our own head and we talk ourselves out of things. we give ourselves excuses not to do something when everything in us wants to. And for some of them, for some of you, I feel like maybe this person I just don't feel like they were ready before. They couldn't give you what they thought you deserved. So that does speak volumes about how they see you. But, like I said, it is unfortunate sometimes we have something special right there in front of us. And sometimes we're just too stupid to see it. Like I said, I don't feel like this is a matter of someone else. I just feel like it was a matter of them not taking their shot, not giving, and like I said, with the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, I just feel like there's a lot of looking at the negatives and the positives, but I feel like it was more of a creation of negatives. You know what I mean? What I mean by that, I can say you know what I mean, but I can't hear your response. So, what I mean by that is sometimes there's no good reason not to do something. So, we have to create reasons, and that's just fear. For a lot of people, fear of having a true commitment, fear of being connected to someone, and just accepting that. We all go through our own struggles. For a lot of people out there that this resonates with, it could be just boiled down to immaturity. But like I said, I don't feel like this would have ended any better in the past. Whether they took their shot or whether they opened up, I don't feel... I just feel like right person, wrong time. That's the energy I get from this. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.